The burnt-out remains of a Russian attack. On the road out of Kyiv, tank after tank obliterated. Grad missiles by the highway, an unexploded mortar shell, and pockmarks where others hit. We've been brought to the front line by a Ukrainian army fresh from a battlefield victory. You want the world to see what the Russians are doing here, don't you? Not just what they did, this staff lieutenant says, but what they are still doing, particularly to civilians. The tanks took up positions to fire on a village across the river. Homes destroyed, 2 people dead, 3 injured. The battle here was fierce. The approaching Russian tanks and the Ukrainian soldiers mainly using shoulder-mounted missiles to fight back. The Ukrainians say they didn't lose any men here, but around 60 Russian soldiers were killed. Spilling out from the BMPs that are essentially Russian troop carriers, food, ammunition, and bodies too.
3, 4.
Yeah.
4, and this 6.
6 men in the back,
Yes.
4 up front.
Yes.
So 10 in the whole thing. Carrying enough soldiers to terrify. Local residents say the Russians came in early in the morning, taking cover in their yards. 75-year-old Helena tells us Russian soldiers burst into her house, put a gun to her as she pleaded for her life. What do you say to Putin? She calls him shameless. The soldiers who fought here say they were prepared for battle after years fighting in Ukraine's east, but this was the first time they saw conventional warfare, army on army. The Russians using technology from the 1980s, Ukraine armed with modern rockets from the US and UK. This tank marked with the letter O. That is different to the ominous Z we've seen on a lot of the other Russian machinery which is coming in from the east. The O suggests it's come from the north, out of Belarus. While we're here, the enemy isn't far away. That sound is outgoing Ukrainian artillery. We're told they're firing on an approaching Russian column. The missiles start coming the other way.
Grad.
Grad missiles going off. We soon spot an impact site. So they're actually landing around us now. The front line, we're told, is changing not daily, but hourly. The Russian control to the east of here is inconsistent. They might occupy the next village along, but further on, Ukraine is in control. Among the Ukrainian prizes of this battle, a Russian gas mask. Who knows what Vladimir Putin's men have come prepared for. Outside Kyiv, Hugh Whitfeld, 7 News.